That healthy yogurt you had for breakfast, the protein bar you grabbed as a snack, or the diet soda you're drinking to avoid sugar may not be as supportive for your gut as you think. And here's what's interesting. These aren't junk foods. These are products marketed as healthy, low calorie, high protein, or sugar free. You're choosing them because you want to take care of your body, but many of them contain ingredients that research suggests may negatively affect the gut microbiome over time. Today, we're going to talk about 5 common foods and ingredients that may interfere with gut health in some people. And more importantly, what to look for on labels so you can make more informed choices. First, let's talk about why gut health matters, because this goes far beyond digestion. Your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your intestines, plays a role in immune function, hormone balance, metabolism, inflammation, and even brain health. Research suggests that gut health is linked to mood, energy levels, weight regulation, and long-term disease risk. Your gut also helps produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which influence how you feel mentally and emotionally. So when the gut is out of balance, it can affect many systems at once. That's why supporting gut health is about much more than avoiding bloating or discomfort. It's about long-term resilience and overall well-being. The challenge is that some foods that may affect gut health are hiding in plain sight. They're often found in products labeled as healthy or diet-friendly. Let's look at 5 common examples. The first group includes emulsifiers, which are additives used to keep ingredients mixed together, like oil and water. They're commonly added to improve texture and shelf life in processed foods such as ice cream, salad dressings, sauces, yogurts, protein shakes, and plant-based milks. Some studies suggest that certain emulsifiers such as polysorbate 80, carboxymethylcellulose, and carrageenan may affect the intestinal barrier and gut bacteria in animal models and laboratory settings. Your gut lining is designed to allow nutrients to pass through while keeping unwanted particles out. When this balance is disrupted, it may contribute to inflammation in susceptible individuals. Not everyone reacts the same way, but frequent consumption of heavily processed foods containing these additives may not be ideal for long-term gut health. When reading labels, look for ingredients like polysorbate 80, carboxymethylcellulose, carrageenan, lecithins, or mono and diglycerides. The more processed the food, the more likely it is to contain these additives. The second category is artificial sweeteners, including aspartame, sucralose, saccharin, and acesulfame potassium. These are commonly found in diet sodas, sugar-free snacks, protein powders, low-calorie yogurts, and chewing gum. Several studies suggest that artificial sweeteners may alter gut bacteria in some people and may be associated with changes in glucose metabolism. Some research indicates that these changes could affect how the body handles blood sugar, although individual responses vary widely. In some studies, changes in gut bacteria were linked to glucose intolerance in animal models, suggesting that the microbiome may play a role. It's also worth noting that large population studies have found associations between frequent artificial sweetener use and higher rates of metabolic issues, although this does not necessarily mean cause and effect. For many people, occasional use may not be problematic, but relying on them daily may not be the best strategy for long-term gut and metabolic health. Using small amounts of natural sweeteners in moderation may be a more balanced approach for some individuals. The third group includes refined seed oils such as soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, and cottonseed oil. These oils are widely used in restaurants and packaged foods because they're inexpensive and have a long shelf life. They are high in omega-6 fatty acids and are often produced using high heat and chemical extraction, which can lead to oxidation. Oxidized fats may contribute to inflammation in the body, including in the digestive system, especially when consumed frequently. Some studies suggest that diets very high in these oils may be associated with changes in gut bacteria and increased inflammatory markers. Another factor is the balance between omega-6 and omega-3 fats. Modern diets tend to be heavily skewed toward omega-6, which may promote a more inflammatory environment over time. Better alternatives for regular use include olive oil, avocado oil, butter, ghee, and coconut oil. The fourth factor is alcohol, especially when consumed frequently or in large amounts. Alcohol can increase intestinal permeability and may alter gut bacteria composition. Research suggests it can reduce beneficial bacteria and promote less favorable strains. Chronic heavy drinking is linked to digestive issues, nutrient malabsorption, and liver inflammation, partly through its effects on the gut. Even moderate drinking may affect gut health in some individuals, especially those already dealing with digestive symptoms. This doesn't mean everyone needs to avoid alcohol completely, but moderation and awareness are important, particularly if you're working on improving gut health. The fifth category is ultra-processed foods that contain many additives, preservatives, artificial colors, and flavor enhancers. These include products with long ingredient lists that are difficult to recognize or pronounce. Some studies suggest that high consumption of ultra-processed foods is associated with lower microbial diversity and higher levels of inflammation. Certain additives, such as artificial colorings and preservatives, may affect gut bacteria in laboratory and animal studies, though human research is still developing. The key issue is that many of these compounds were approved based on safety testing, not long-term microbiome effects. Diets centered on whole foods consistently show more favorable gut microbiome profiles than diets dominated by ultra-processed products. A simple rule is to prioritize foods with short, familiar ingredient lists whenever possible. So what supports gut health more reliably? Focus on whole, minimally processed foods such as vegetables, fruits, eggs, fish, quality meats, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Include fermented foods like yogurt with live cultures, kefir, kimchi, sauerkraut, and kombucha if you tolerate them well. Add prebiotic foods such as garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, and oats to help feed beneficial bacteria. Choose healthy fats like olive oil, avocado oil, butter, and ghee. If you enjoy sweetness, use small amounts of honey, maple syrup, or fruit instead of relying on artificial sweeteners. And keep alcohol moderate and occasional. Here's the bottom line. Gut health plays a central role in your overall health, energy, immunity, and long-term well-being. Some foods and ingredients that are commonly marketed as healthy may not be ideal for everyone, especially when consumed frequently. Emulsifiers, artificial sweeteners, refined seed oils, excessive alcohol, and ultra-processed foods may affect gut health in susceptible individuals over time. The solution is not perfection, it's awareness. Reading labels, prioritizing real foods, and making small consistent changes can have a meaningful impact on how you feel. This content is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making changes to your diet or supplement routine. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing for more practical, science-based nutrition content. And let me know in the comments which habit you're going on to work on first. Thanks for watching and take care of your gut. It supports more of your health than you might realize.